to excuse me if my face is a bit shiny. It is very, very hot in here. It was about 32 degrees when I went out a minute ago, so So I thought I would do a video because a lot of people have been asking me recently what digital art is, how is it done. So I thought a better way to do it would be to just show you. So first I'll go through the equipment and then I'll show you how it's done. So this is a tablet that I use. This one is a Wacom. The screen in the middle here that's a bit scratched and scuffed is where I actually do the drawing with this pen here. So this just holds like a normal pen. It has a tip on there. Obviously it doesn't have any ink. This then can be used as an eraser as well. There's a couple of buttons on there. One does a right click, and I have to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what the other one does, but there we go. There are some other tips in the bottom as well. So if you want to change a tip, if you want a different feel on there, there's a bit more of a sort of cardboardy one that's a bit more resistant on here. So it all depends what your personal preferences are really. The program I actually use to draw with the tablet is Photoshop. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a really powerful program that does anything you could possibly want it to do. So I've found personally that that's the best one for doing the portraits on, which is good. That's very, very good. So I do also have a screen recording software, so I will be using that and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, brilliant. So to start with, I'll just go through a few of the basics. So we have all our tools down this side of the screen. That's the move tool at the top there, selection tool, lasso selection tool, quick select tool, changing the size of things, cutting, cropping, eyedropper, blemish tool, pen tool, which is the main one for portraits. Then you've got your eraser, your fill tool, smudge and blur, and everything else down there. So with the pen tool, I will show you, and it won't actually show you the pens on here, which I found out from trying it last time. So we have our general brushes, which are sort of just your round ones on here, so I'll use them to start with. So this is just a basic pen. So as you can see, that it's a bit blocky. It's not really very fancy at all. It's just a basic sort of pen tool. And then you can change the shape dynamics to use a pen pressure. So basically what that means is if I apply a little bit of pressure, it will be a very thin line. If I apply a lot of pressure, it will be a thick line. And this is just really good for sort of line art. It makes it look very sort of professional, very smooth. So yeah, that's a this is a good one on here. Smiley face. Okay. So over this side of the screen we have our colour picker, so you've got all the colours on here, you can change it down here, sort of literally any colour you can imagine is in here. So I'll show you now, I've got a bit of a dirty yellow colour, some green, red, purple and blue, so there's all your colours. So again, I do quite like it when you have a pen pressure on, so it does a very it's a good effect on here, so that's that one. So I'll just get rid of this on here for now, we'll create a new layer. So the other brushes I use, which again you can't see me selecting them on here, I might just have to load them up quickly. I'll just do one set, otherwise we'll be here for a very long time. So let's see. Fur brushes. So basically these are preset brushes which just make things a lot easier. So see if I put that on there, that already does look quite hairy. Make it smaller. Again, when you make it small you can still keep the textured look on there. It's just good for the sort of more detailed parts around the eyes and the nose and things like that. So you draw the hairs down there. And then with drawing the hairs, obviously you change your colour to create more depth. And a good thing about doing it on here is you can create your dark parts first and then come in lighter, so you can really pick up those highlights with a lighter shade, which is very helpful, makes things a lot easier. So I'll just sort of show you basically how I build sort of a hair texture up. So if I just zoom in, this is another good thing about this, you can zoom right in and get rid of the really small details, which is fantastic. It's one of my favourite features about this. So if I just colour the block area in there. Right, so usually I will use a textured brush, but for this I'll just use a simple brush on here. So I'll usually get a base dark area. Let's just start building. Actually, I think I will have to use a textured brush. It was quite harsh. Go back to that one. Get really small. So I'll go in with a darker colour. There we go. And just sort of build it up. Again, the good thing about this pen is the more pressure you apply, the thicker the line, and the more pressure you apply, the darker the line. So gentle strokes be quite a pale line, which is good for sort of building up areas. So this is just a very basic sort of view of how this works. So again, the good thing about this, you can go back straight back in with a lighter colour, so you can just use this just to highlight a few of the areas and get a good shine on the hair there. Darks. Just like that, and it's the same with the longer hair, so I'll just do a bit for you here. Just do like a section of the braid. So first, just go in with the dark. And you can build it up there with the light sections to get the highlight in. Again, this is just very basic, as you can probably tell. Yeah, so another tool I couldn't live without on here is the smudge tool. So this is really good for just sort of softening those areas up. So if I just go over this and pull out the highlights a bit more, there we go. It just helps everything sort of blend together a bit more. It doesn't look so sharp, it looks a bit more finished. And the same again on the longer hair. There we go. So yeah, this is a really useful tool, especially with hairy things, which I quite often draw, like cats and dogs and horses and the likes. Go, and if you get it a bit too smooth, like this one is up here, again, just go in with your darker shade. Just to get a bit of that texture back. So as you can see from that, digital pictures are very similar to doing them traditionally. Obviously, it just doesn't involve an actual pen and real paper. So a lot of people are under the impression that it's all edited on there, but the way I do it is it's all completely hand drawn still. And the really good thing about these is they can be printed absolutely any size you want. So we could go from really tiny ones to giant ones on a canvas. So it's quite free. So there are quite a few options and how you want them printing. So no, they're quite good. I quite enjoy doing them. So I hope that's answered all of your questions. If you have any more, just leave them down below and I'll be sure to answer for you. Bye!